everybody? It's your boy Drifty. This is Catch My Drift Podcast, and I'm back with another video for y'all. First, I got to thank everybody for hitting that like button, everybody that hitting that subscribe button, and everybody that's hitting that comment button. I do comment back. We can have a whole conversation in my comments. But listen, I've been looking at the numbers. You're not really hitting that subscribe button like y'all should be. So can y'all do me a favor? Can y'all hit that subscribe button right now? I got a fire story for y'all today. You heard? Today, I'm going to talk about the time where I got paid to help somebody cut somebody. But I didn't really want to because I was in there minding my business. I was in the county jail minding my business, bro. Like, I literally was like a fly on the wall, bro. Like, I was minding my business. All right? So, visitation in this county jail was every Wednesday and every Thursday. And this one dude in there, his name was Phil. He was getting the move. Every Thursday, he was getting in some whatever you could think of. Whatever drug you could think of, he was getting it in every Thursday. His girl was bringing it. And he had a whole little situation, a whole setup. I think even one of the CEOs was in on it. He was getting it in every Thursday. You heard? So that was Phil, all right? So another dude in there, his name was Snazzy. He also was getting it in, but not as much as Phil. He wasn't making as much paper in there as Phil, and he was hating on Phil. I ain't gonna lie. And Phil's girl was bad. So Snazzy always like had an eye for Phil's girl type stuff too. So every Thursday, Phil would, you know what I'm saying, his girl would come, he'll go to visitation, and certain Thursdays, Snazzy's girl would come up there, or Snazzy's brother would come up there, and they would chop it up too. So at this, I'm an orderly in this county. An orderly is somebody who just comes and cleans the common areas and got a little more access around the prison than the average inmate. You feel me? That's all. Nobody special. But yeah, I was an orderly, so I was always had to clean the visitation before the people came, after the people came, and sometimes during the visitation, I would like have to sweep up and do a whole bunch of little stuff. So one day I seen Snazzy pushing up on Phil's girl while Phil was in the bathroom retrieving what Phil's girl put in the bathroom. And I seen Snazzy push up on Phil's girl, like it looked like he was telling her like, yo, you shouldn't be here doing this. If you was my girl, I wouldn't have you out here doing this, bringing in no drugs and stuff into no jail to me. I would have you at a sitting up, you know what I'm saying? And it looked like she wasn't going for nothing. So that's what it looked like. So the day go by, we get back to the cells. I get a knock on my door. Ta, ta, ta. The door open. It's Phil. He like, yo, bro, let me come in. Let me chop it up with you real quick. He like, yo, I got a proposition for you. I'm like, well, proposition for me? What you talking? What happened? He like, yeah, bro. My girl told me before we left the visitation that Snazzy had approached her on some messy stuff, talking about if she was his girl, he wouldn't have her in here doing this stuff and the whole type of stuff, pushing up on her basically. I was like, word? I said, damn. He was like, yeah, you ain't seen nothing? You was in there today, you ain't seen nothing? I said, nah, I ain't seen nothing like that. That's crazy though. What? He's like, yeah, bro. So I was gonna ask you. I said, what that got to do with the proposition? What happened with proposition? He like, yo, I know you're orderly, so I know you got access to the visitation area early before we get there, before anybody get there. And he opened his hand. He said, I'd like you to tape this under the table for me. At that the middle table, tape this under the middle table for me. That's all, and I'll give you $1,500. Now y'all probably looking like, oh, that's easy. What he had right here was the sharpest blade I ever seen in the county jail. He wanted me to tape the sharpest blade ever under his table at the visitation before he got there. So I'm looking like, bro, I could get in some serious trouble for that, bro. Like, what you want me to do that for anyway, bro? He's like, really, it's probably best if you don't know why, but if you really want me to tell you, I'm gonna tell you. I was like, damn, yeah, why, bro? He's like, yeah, bro, Snazzy's gonna be here next week, and I'm not going for no disrespect, bro. He told my girl. He whispered something in my girl's ear. My girl told me, I already told my girl I'm going to do this. I want her to see what I'm going to do about her. You feel me? So I need you to do this. If you're not going to do it, it's all good. I'll get somebody else to do it. And I'm thinking, I'm like, $1,500? I'm getting out in a couple weeks? Shoot, I could use that $1,500. And in my head, I'm like, I don't think he's going to do it anyway. So if I tape it under the thing and I get the $1,500 and he don't do it, I'm still got $1,500. I didn't think he was gonna do nothing. So I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do that for you for sure. So I take the blade, put the blade in my hand, I take it. I wait 2-3 days, visitation. The day of visitation come, I go in there like regular scheduled program. I go clean everything. I go in there with a piece of tape. I tape the thing under the table. Tape it under there, and I go about my day. And this certain told me to stay around, but I was like, nah, you know what? This visitation, I'm gonna go back to my cell after I do my job. I ain't even gonna wait around and do the extra cleaning stuff and everything. I'm gonna go to my cell. So I get to my cell after I tape the thing, and I already got paid. I'm sorry, I forgot that. So I told him after I agreed, he paid me. Then I taped the thing. All right, so now we can fast forward back to the story. So I go back to my cell now. I tape the thing. I'm going back to my cell. I'm in my cell, happy, counting the money, everything. Like, yo, that just came up. I just came up. And then I hear on walkie-talkies and everything, code red, everybody to visitation, code red, visitation. I see all the cops running towards the visitation area, like tons of cops running towards the visitation area, like a stampede of cops running towards it. I'm like, oh my God. So we locked down, we locked in. So I'm locked in and everything, and they got people going back to their cells, inmates getting back to their cells so they can lock in. And I hear one of them say, yeah, yo, Phil just cut Snazzy from ear to ear, bro. His face was like hanging off. Like his face was hanging off the bone on his whole face. I'm like, what you mean? He said, yeah. So what had happened was, when Snazzy wasn't looking, Phil got up, got the thing taped from under the table, stood up behind Phil. Phil stood up behind Snazzy, held his chin like this, and started here and went all the way around. They said when Snazzy got up, he didn't even know what was going on. He didn't even know he was cut until he just went like this, and everybody was screaming and like, yo, your face is hanging. They said his face was like flapping. It was like flapping like that, like a gill, like he had gills, like a fish gill. And I felt so bad, bro. I'm like, wow, he really did it. Like, I really could be in some serious trouble though. But nothing ever happened to me. Nothing ever came back to me. Phil, I never seen Phil again. He got taken off the compound. I never seen him again. Snazzy got taken off too. They say he got like 200 or something stitches in his face. And jail is a treacherous place. Treacherous place, bro. I'm not glorifying anything I said. I'm just telling y'all the stories as I remember them in my head. Because, you know what I'm saying? I got to get them out some way. And I figured I could entertain y'all with them. You know what I'm saying? As I get them out. It's like therapy for me. So, if y'all like that story, then it entertained y'all, hit that subscribe button. This your boy Drifty. This is Catch My Drift Podcast. And I'm going to catch y'all on the next Drift.